Hello Pisces and welcome to Truth All Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your May 2026 tarot reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well, Pisces. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome, Pisces. We have two angel answer messages for you. The first one is don't stop. This usually comes out when someone might be thinking about doing things that are different or giving up in a situation. You're being told, absolutely do not stop here. We have there is something better. So some of you might need to hear that in the month of May 2026. Let's see what we have with your tarot cards. What do we have for our lovely Pisces, angel spirits guides, May 2026 tarot reading for Pisces? What does Pisces need to hear? As always, Pisces, I go through the energies week by week and always say what comes to me as usual. What do we have for Pisces? Thank you. So Pisces, we have some water energy. You are a water sign. We have the Seven of Cups, week 1. We have the Two of Swords, week 2. We have the Two of Wands, week 3. And we have the Eight of Pentacles, week 4. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Pisces? Thank you. What do we have for Pisces? Message for Pisces, thank you. So we have the Hermit, the Two of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, my goodness, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Ten of Swords. Pisces, we have week 1. There is something to do with an experience that you've been going through. You're becoming wiser for it. So something is happening here where that really makes you go within, find illumination answers from an experience that you've had coming into May. That makes you think it's time potentially to look at possibilities, options, different options, manifest new hopes, dreams and wishes, or see what's out there. Something is making you consider possibilities in terms of how you move forward now. And this is a sign here that you're not going to do things the way that you've done things to this point. You're looking at doing things differently because you're wiser through experience. This is making wiser choices, wise decisions, and sometimes wising up in a scenario where you're thinking, it's time for me to explore my options. Consider things that I haven't considered before, because whatever experience that you've gone through to this point is making you do that here. It doesn't feel easy. The Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So this can be about facing something that you haven't wanted to face or address, but you know it's time to face it. There's an intuitive pull within you that's bringing you to a crossroads that sometimes we don't want to be at or we've resisted being at, but we're at it. Now, the Three of Pentacles can be about collaborations, whether a collaboration is working for you. So this can be, you can see all these people collaborating on a project. You could look at that in a work scenario. You could look at that, is it working for me in relationships? Are we building something solid and stable? Are we collaborating well? Is it working for me? You can also look at that in terms of business and so on and so forth. But I feel that for a lot of you here, that something might not be working for you and you're figuring it out. You're actually coming to some crossroads and it feels like maybe knowing that I need to look at this because something's happening that is really making you go within here, and you're wising up and thinking, I need to do this. Now, I also want to say the Hermit can be someone giving you sage advice. Someone in week 1 might also be saying to you, I would look at your options if I were you here, Pisces. I would explore your possibilities because you have them. The 7 of Cups, you have options and possibilities. You don't always have to do what you've done to this point. There are other ways to move forward. So this is that scenario here, Pisces, where you're facing some difficult decision. Sometimes reluctantly, sometimes we put things off, but you are brought to a crossroads here. The energy with the 3 of Pentacles, it can also be here if you're in a situation, for example, we can talk a money situation, a work situation, where we're always having to compromise, where we're never getting everything that we want. So in this scenario as well, there could well be a level of frustration making you think, it's time to look at my options and possibilities because I'm always having to compromise. So however that manifests for you, something is making you face something that you know you need to face, and you're being guided, not just mentally with the 2 of Swords, but intuitively as well. We always know when we go against our intuition, it just feels wrong. So I certainly feel here that you are illuminated in week 1, either way, and it's bringing you to look at something difficult that needs to be faced and addressed in week 2, but deep down we know what we need to do with the 2 of Swords. It is just acting on it. And come week 3, we have all Wands energy. Week 3 is the Wands energy of action, empowerment, assertiveness, go-getting, driven, passion, creativity, purpose, drive. These are the energies that you are adopting. So where you have been still to really contemplate and think, week 1 and week 2, this is, I'm doing something about this. Because you know that something has to be overcome once and for all, and you know that you have to put it behind you. And the 2 of Wands is when we take empowered action and we take steps. We can be at a crossroads and decide, do I go this way, do I go that way? And also, if you've already taken steps, you might be waiting to see what happens next. I feel for a lot of you here that you're seeing the future in the unknown. This is a scenario here, Pisces, where you're taking your world in your hands and certainly taking your power back in a scenario. And being assertive and making conscious choices about your future, because you're deciding to overcome something once and for all. Now, the additional message with the 6 of Wands, it can also represent greater success. It can be successful achievement, recognition, being seen, promotions. So again, if you're feeling that you always have to compromise and something is bringing you to a point where I have to deal with this, I'm going to take my world in my hands and do something about it. I feel that something is prompting you to do that in May. And Spirit is telling you, you have options. Everything is happening here and engineered around you divinely to help you explore options should you choose to take action in this scenario. Now, this can be a collaboration, might not be working for you. For others of you, like I said, it can be when you're always feeling that you have to compromise. And I deserve more. I want better. I want to be seen and noticed and recognized for what I do. These energies can also apply, but you're taking powerful steps. I'm not afraid to take steps into the unknown. In fact, that would be the message here as well. It's a strong sense of, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do this month. And it just means taking action. And once you start taking action, do not stop. Because it certainly feels here that there is something better unfolding for you. Because you're being told you have opportunities, possibilities, pathways, connections, people, avenues that are just waiting to be manifested for you. But we have to go in, we have to take action towards them. We have to make it happen. And this is the energy week 3 where you're deciding to do just that. It comes with a bit of a bittersweet energy here, Pisces. The 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, something that you've really tried with, you've really worked hard with. Now, you could look at this in money terms, you could look at this in terms of relationships or other areas of life, however this manifests for you. But the fundamental energy is, I really tried, I gave it my all, I worked hard for this. But there is a painful ending, and there's an element of acceptance here. It's time to surrender this. It's time to move beyond this. It's time to end this now, because you want to embrace the new day, the new dawn that comes into your life, and surrender this kind of what feels like something that's difficult to face here. You've given it your all. You've really tried. You've worked at this. It's not for the lack of trying. It's not for the lack of hard work here. But this is about surrendering to an ending, to embrace the new light that can come into your life here. And sometimes we have to turn our back on a situation in order to embrace expansion, growth, forward movement, get to where we want to be, manifest new possibilities and opportunities. I feel that you are setting things in motion. Certainly you're taking steps. This month, May, is a real powerful change in your own energy as well, because you know what you need to do. And you're being told here, the steps that you're taking in May period, yes, you are surrendering to an ending, and sometimes that can be painful, but I feel that there's also a level of acceptance with this. It's time to let this go, to make space for something better to come in, because you have options. We have don't stop, and we have there is something better, and that's what you're absolutely being told. So that's what I have. You're setting yourself up for something better here, Pisces, in the month of May. And it's powerful. What do we have for Pisces? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides, message for Pisces. Let's pull a message from Spirit for you. What do we have for our lovely Pisces? Interesting. We have seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. You're taking steps and you don't see the full picture in terms of what can unfold for you, but Spirit does, and Spirit is telling you there are things that can open up for you and can be manifested here, Pisces. But we have to not fear the unknown, but step into it and take steps that we need to take to overcome something that might not be working for you, to make way for something better. And it takes strength, yes, we have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. A strong sense of the difference is you here, Pisces, this week. You bring in the difference this week. This month, for May 2026. Pisces, that's what I have for your May tarot reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful May, and I will see you next time.